In this video, we're going to continue to build this type of analysis, but now we're going to start focusing on where. We're going to focus on it alone, and then we'll combine it, the analysis next week. So I'm going to begin with the last one we had done, jurisdiction all. I'm going to copy it and paste it into a new tab. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is go down low. And I probably have to make some more room. I don't know how much, but I'm going to go ahead and insert a bunch of rows. So we've got two causal variables in this data set. I talked about that in week 1. We're going to copy and paste. I'll zoom it in a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't keep the table format that it just copied it for fun. Otherwise I'm going to pull it from another sheet. All right, let's go up above and see what we have. We've got cause and detail cause. Cause is P. We'll start with that. Okay, so we'll do cause. So that's what we're doing. Cause. And I wish I had remembered which column that's in. Cause is P. Okay. So column P. I need to go to my, I'm going to put this in here. Cause all. Go to my pivot table. Kick out the jurisdiction state, which is what we did before. We're just going to grab the cause. There it is. There we go. Cause down into rows. Yeah, there isn't that many. They add up to 625. Very good. So we'll add these up. Copy. Cause all. Paste. Make it a little bit larger. There. We've got 1, 2, 3, and I'll drag that down. I mean, now that you've done this so many times, hopefully it's like, this is old hat, right? Zoom it in a little bit more. And I will box it. All right, this. Okay, so we're going to, again, I'm going to copy from here. Just these. Copy. Paste. So we have to change the K to P. And that automatically updated. We got to change the K to P. And hit return. All right. Highlight. Oh, first I've got to drag this over. That already updated. Highlight all of these. Go all the way down. All right. So. Oh, this has to be equal sum. Remember, we got to check our work. I'll drag that over to there. That should go to 100%. This should now. Okay, why isn't that working? Oh, because this is 0. Duh. Alright. Shouldn't have done that anyway. Alright, now it's correct. Alright, so let's compare it. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. So you see how you can check your work a little bit? I think that's kind of cool. We will highlight this data and sort it by RPN. Largest to smallest. Okay. Priorities. 1, 2. Boy, after that, it really drops, doesn't it? 3. And maybe 4. But, I mean, it really, that's interesting. It really dropped off quick. All right, paging Mr. Pareto. Let's try top 2 first. Top 2. And equal to, 2 divided by the total, which is 18. Oh, we're only at 10%. So we'll definitely be adding on to it, but I'm interested to see with these two because the magnitude of the RPN is so much higher than everything else. We just do equal 1 plus 2. drag it all the way down to here. 72%. Very interesting. Very interesting. Didn't think it would be working out that way, but it is. We're only at 48% though of the count. And we'll do this. Currency. Take away the pennies. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and do top 3 and top 4 and see what happens. All right, so first of all, equals 3 divided by 18 equals 4 divided by 18. There we go. Finally got to the 20. And if I do it like this, then I can do things a little bit quicker. Equal 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. All right. I know I always have to clean things up as I go. That's just the OCD in me. Yeah. All right. There we go. Turn these into percentages. Turn these into percentages. I'm like thinking as I'm trying to do this. That's why I keep kind of slowing down and going back. Sorry about that. So what do we got here? So at 22% of the cause entries, which is 4 of them, we have 61% of the claims and 91.3% of the of all the benefits paid. That's, I don't want to go any further than that. I think there's probably justification to stop at 3. Yeah, it's going to be between 3 and 4 right now. And that's just simply because this went above 85, though that's only at 56. We had one more, we get another 5%, we get another 6%, and now we're actually at 22% of the types of causes. So let's do the next one now. So file, save. Save as. And now we're doing cause. We're just setting priorities. That's all we're doing right now. And then we'll start looking at cross-referencing causes and location or job titles. All right, so let's copy this over. Copy to a new tab. And just as before, this is going to be with outliers removed. We're going to see how much it changes. So I have to turn the header row into a filter and filter by total paid, high to low. Largest to smallest, sorry. Again, here's our 19 outliers. Do you see why I did it that way now? And it just goes so much quicker. Okay, bring this over here. All right. Back in the mix. Let's see here. Let's see if it changed at all. Yep, I think it did. All right, let's highlight this. Data sort by RPN. Excuse me, largest to smallest. Look at that. And wasn't needle stick number 5 before? I slipped up to number 4. Struck by it again, so they're both pretty close. So these are the original priorities, and these are the new. There's probably a better term for that. I'll think about it later. Right now, I'm trying to save you all time. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wouldn't want to go any more than that. I think there's kind of a break there. Though 1, 2, 3 may be a better way to go about it. So we're probably like 55% there. That's at 16. We're like at 62 there. Let's go ahead and divide these by the new total. I'm doing them all at once so that I can highlight it and then get rid of the decimal points all at once. Let's see where she lies. Okay. Well, that's close to 80. We're at 16. What do we gain? We gain about 3, a little over 3. we gain a lot there though. It goes from 53.76 to 61. It's actually higher than that. So the 61 is actually 61% of 96. It's just going to go up slightly. I'll just show you that. So it went up to 63. I like the top 4 with the outliers removed. But the top 5, it's so close. It's so close. Let's do a top 5 and just see what happens. Top 5 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drag you all the way over, and also do this to you. Turn that into a percentage. Let's center all these. Boom, boom. This can go into a percentage. Shouldn't change anything. This is a percentage. These are all dollar values. Currency. And put this in a box. Let's see what this goes up to. Equal 5 divided by 18. So it's at 28%. But when we have 28% of the cause categories with the outliers removed, we're accounting for almost 70% of the claims that are left and 86% of the claims that are left. I like that. I think top 5 is the way to go because there's a little bit of a dip there. We're either going to cut it off at 3 or we're going to cut it off at 5. You know, which are you happier with? I'm kind of happy with the 5. It might be interesting to see what's going on there. Paste. Yeah, I think that's good right there. And don't forget to comment why. Again, we're going for the 80-20, but we're going to kind of just look at it to see how much we gain if we added another of the priorities. That's what we're doing. It's a guessing match. It's going to change later. It's just for right now, that's what we want to find out. Save work. All right. Next thing we want to do is we want to try the other cause code, which is under Q. So I'm going to copy this and paste it. So all the data is here. We're now going to take the, what's it called here? Detail cause. Detail cause is under Q. So we're going to go down here. We're going to create some room. I got to learn what the better way to do that is from whoever had recommended it. Get this bigger. All right. This is detail cause, I think. So I will highlight these, copy, paste. We're going to call it detail cause. And this is column Q. All right, let's go to our, what is this? Okay, this is cause. 19 outliers removed. 19 outliers. This is detail. Okay. All right. Oh, nope. That's not what I wanted to do. And I want to go to the pivot table and remove the cause and pull in the detail cause. Zoinks. I need more room. Did I say room or room? So detail cause, jurisdiction. That should be right there. Cause, detail cause, all. Where is my current? Oh, I'm doing detail cause all, aren't I? I haven't done it yet. All right, we need more room. I don't know how much more room. More room than I see on the screen, though. That's probably going to do it. Go back to my pivot table. Highlight all these entries. So this is what we call a child code versus the other one is a parent code. We had 18 different types. I don't know if I'm gonna have to make a decision very soon regarding whether I'm gonna try and combine some of the cause codes. We've always had to do it. Did we? Oh, you're kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I need more room than that. That's okay. I mean, this is actually good practice. All the rest of these have been really easy to work with. I mean, what I like to do is try to narrow it down to like 10, but, just kind of looking at this, excuse me, all I really see is maybe combining things like repetitive motion with the exposure to chemicals. Yeah, I mean, pandemic. Okay, we're not going to. This is the first semester in 10 years that I haven't created a parent code for what was provided. They're doing it now. So I don't know if somebody listened to me, but it's pretty close. This is pretty close to the list. And we'll look at that in a little bit, okay? After we do the detail cause. I don't want to say that I'm the person who influenced the changing of anything, but your boy knows what he's doing. Speak to you guys like you're my friends from college. All right, I am going to shrink this down to 8 because some of them go over here. So these are very detailed. They're child codes. More detailed. Totals. And let's bring the totals up. That's a big table. Mom, it's a big table. Okay, so we're doing Q now, and we'll bring this down. Did you like that sound effect? We're going to change the P to Q. I hope you appreciate this little shortcut that I've created. I mean, I know that the size of the files now are getting a little bit ridiculous, but well, it'll all work out in the end. All right, do not bring it down to the totals. We learned our lesson. There we go. Let's add them up. So I even have to scroll up to do this. Return 625. Yay! So 625. I'm just going to stream this all the way over. This should just drop down. Okay, good. I'm going to turn that into a percentage. Currency. It's like, why are you doing all this? Because I'm letting the data tell me what's going on. Percentage. Those just rounding errors, I think, that we just saw. Okay, there we go. We'll probably need a little bit more room. Insert YY. So this is a bigger table. Having more of these, more of the categories, is not a good thing. It's better if we can narrow them down, and this is, where the data collection could get better. It's sometimes good to have it in this level. I know that 60, that's insane. Probably not going to find what we want here, but let's just go ahead and play. 20% of 60 is 12. All right. This is going to be sorted by RPN. Largest to smallest. Oh, not custom list. No. There. Boom. All right. Let's see here. Priorities. I'm looking at the magnitude. 1 and 2 for sure. 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 7. Maybe 8, 9. Maybe 10. 10 is the furthest I want to go here. And let's see how it works. So we're going to start with what's the 1 and 2. That's going to be about 37% right there. This is going to be about 19.36%. That's low. That's not enough, obviously, but it's a low percent too. So we'll go down to the next. Cuts in half, not as much. Cuts in half, cuts in half. Not as much, not as much, not as much. Let's see. Maybe we will go to 5. We'll do 5 and 10 and see what happens. Okay. We'll go top 5. And we'll top 10. And equal 5 divided by 60. Equal 10 divided by 60. Yeah, we're still under 20%. I think, is there another natural break? 4, maybe 11. But then it really drops off. You almost have to include all of these. I would not want to go below that. So 16 is the absolute. I don't feel like we're going to get a lot out of 10 and beyond. So maybe we'll do a 9. It's making it hard to move around. Oh, it's only 16 though. But that's a natural cutoff. So we'll do top 9. I'll just switch this up. And then we'll go all the way up to 15. Is that right? T-op. 15. I didn't put a space in there. Or was it 16? My mind is... It is 16. All right. We'll do top 16. Because we wouldn't want to go beyond that. Equal 16 divided by 60. Okay, we're at a 26. Yeah, we wouldn't want to go any more than that. We can always add a line should we need. So top 5 equal sum of... equal the sum of top 9 and equal the sum of the top 16. I think I need new glasses. Glasses really aren't cutting it. Not cutting it in the least, I say. All right, let's see where we lie. Huh. Not expect that. No, those are percentages. And turn this into currency. All right, what do we got? We've got 80 at the top 9. We're at about 51%. When we go to what would be the limit, we get up to a 63.7. Not great, but our experiences up till now haven't been that great. What did we have with the... Oh, this is detail all. Okay, we'll see what it is next. What was it with cause all? What did we get? A 61 with the top 4. So 63 is probably acceptable. We're at 26%. We're just above. But we are at 94% of the page, so that's impressive. So it looks like top 16, but that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work to analyze or to investigate the contribution of each one of these. What it basically means is, for all these other categories, very few occurrences, very low amounts claimed. Again, this is before the outliers are removed. What are we trying to do? We're trying to figure out where a majority of the things are occurring. And so we've got some dollar values. Okay, you know what? I'm going to shut up because the detail with the outliers removed is going to give us a lot more information, a lot better information. So I'm going to save my work, copy and paste, and I'm hoping this is going to be a better demonstration of what we should be focusing on from this variable. Let's see, what do we do here? We're going to turn it into a filter. We're going to sort it by total paid, largest to smallest. Our outliers come to the top. We cut them. Cut me, Mickey, cut me. Name the movie. The fact that I use the trainer's name should make it very easy. All right. So outliers have been removed. What happened? Let's go ahead and sort this and see how much it changes. This will probably be the most exciting part. All right, here we go. Everything's highlighted. Data sort. Sort by RPN. It actually worked. I didn't think that was going to work. I thought I was going to have to show you a trick because sometimes it doesn't set it up properly. Oh, G16 went way down. Let's zoom in so we can see a little bit. 120, 130. There we go. So these are the original priorities. Original priorities. And now we've got the new priorities. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will... okay, let's see where some decent cutoffs might be. Just kind of feels like 15, right? So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, they all stayed the same. So we're pretty comfortable with that. Top 4, resident, patient, resident, patient, resident, patient, slip, trip, and fall some level. Do you remember when we first did the outliers and I read the 19? Do you remember that? Do you remember that, everybody? Isn't that what I had talked about? Do you not remember? So, with the outliers removed, and there's a group out there, and I just saw a post by Todd Hone, who I don't really respect. Sorry. That the serious injury fatality group he created are getting together really soon to talk. Thinks he's on some sort of mission, like the Blues Brothers. But he's like, no, the things that cause serious injury and fatalities, they're different than the near misses and the less frequent. They're not the same thing. Well, to an extent, yeah, but when I remove the extremes, the outliers, based on their theory, it should be completely different. Very unique exposures or work that's going on. What we just did is we removed the outliers. So we took out the things that bias our data. This makes it a little bit more of an even keel. And slip, trip, and fall, same level, and 3 types of patient-resident transfer are here. That's our top 4. Didn't change before or after. Go down here, detail cause. This is the most expensive to least expensive. Slip, trip, and fall, slip, trip, and fall. Resident, resident, resident. Slip, trip, fall, resident. Slip, trip, fall, resident, resident. They're not unique, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Heinrich and Bird were trying to tell us. That there is a lot of value in frequency. It doesn't matter what the severity is. We included the severity here. I mean that's part of the deal, the part of the bargain. But the causes they're the primary ones with and without the outliers. I can't put it any more straightforward than that. This is kind of the point I've been trying to get to this whole time, is to show you that, yeah, there might be one unique case or something that's way out there, an arc flash, a fall from a different level, a vehicular accident, something like that. There are going to be a few of those, and I think there are. So there's a collision here, strain, strain, fall, strain, patient, slip, fall. So that would be the one unique thing there, and we know about those. Don't see any, falls from the roof. Slip, trip, fall, miscellaneous, same level, miscellaneous. Same level. Liquid grease was probably in the kitchen. Do you see how important this finding is? This demonstration? This is something you want to talk about. That it's natural, it's easy for management to say, oh, this was a really expensive claim. Study it. We need to prevent this from happening again. Yes, we understand that. But then what about the less frequent things? Oh, those don't matter. They do matter. Studying one injury case will give you some insight. Studying 70 of similar type of cases, I don't know why that keeps popping up. Stop it. That is going to give you a more well-rounded understanding of what the causes are. Allow you to do deep dives, to engage the workers, to really understand what goes into it. A singular investigation gives you some insight. 60 talking to workers and studying it will give you one heck of a lot more. You're more likely to come up with a viable solution versus what just sort of seems right based on your limited view. Do you guys understand that? I hope you do. That's kind of been one of the big things for this class, is working up to this point. And now that it's happened, I'm still unsatisfied. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. This amount divided by this amount. Kind of shut up and finish your work, young man. I don't even know if I did these right because I'm so geeked about how that worked out. I like it when I'm right. Everybody does, right? All right, so we've got 85 equivalency here. We've got about 63 here. I think, is it the top 16 or is it the top 15? I thought it was 15. I mean, we just did, so we did 14. We did 2 more. 14 seemed like a better cutoff. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to 14, which means I have to change a few other things. So I highlighted that, and what I'm going to do is just walk it back, and I'm going to drag that over. Everything should update. It's still 81. And now I just have to reassign what the cells are. Percentage. Let's see what it really is. This divided by this. It's just going to go up a little bit. 61, I'm guessing. Yep. That was a guess, by the way. Don't think I'm some sort of like mystic math guy. Or go ahead. I don't care. All right, so 14 instead of 16. Brings us down to 23. Makes it even better. 23% of these detail, with outliers removed, 23% of them represent about an equivalency of 61.2% of the claims and equivalency of 81% of the total pay. And that doesn't include how, when it's in here, we could go back and look, how much of this is covered by, so all 14 would have been covered, just the old number 9 dropped out, which is kind of interesting because it's combative. Maybe those types of, maybe when a worker gets injured from a combative patient, it tends to result in a higher claim. Let's see, what's the average here? Combative, the average is about 4,000. What is it when it's all combative? Where is it? Where's combative? You probably see it. Am I looking at the right thing? Where is combative? Well, what was it previously, Doi? Combative, resident combative. It wasn't listed before. Now it's, it was 9. Was 9. Now it's not listed. So it's previous. I gotta look at 9. Jeez, I'm so... 9 combative. The average was, look at that, 19,000. The average was 19,000. Yeah. So he had some expensive claims in there that were removed in the outliers. So in that case, maybe, what am I doing? Maybe that's one thing that's going to need to be focused on. Combative, resident combative. There's one. It's a big one, though. There's no others? So that one claim made it significant. We took out that one claim, and now it's not. I think miscellaneous had a similar thing. That's the power of outliers. At least we just don't see, it's not like there's something that's only here and not on the other thing, though we'll have to see where the collision ends up. There are some others as well. So I have to give this thing a detail cause 19 outliers. I'm just going to say R for removed. So 14 seems to be the number here. Oh, I didn't bring any more arrows with me. So comment Y. You don't have to use the arrows. You could highlight whatever you want. But what we've basically done, and we're not going to do I'm going to talk about it in a second here. We're not going to create a new code. A new code has always been what we've used, but I think the cause, we don't have to use the detail. The detail cause may come up as something we consider, but for right now, I think the cause is just fine. So we had the cause here, and these were the child codes. See, there are 39 of them. We had 60. Then I had the new cause cipher. So we were taking, here's probably 60 right here, and narrowing it to these 11. I want to see how close it is to my list. I want to go to the cause all and just kind of bloop this over. So I had, well, it looks like maybe I had 11. They had 18. But okay, I'm going to get rid of the colors because that's annoying. Overexertion. Do I have overexertion over? No, they don't have overexertion, but they have material handling. Here, they've got, what else? Repetitive motion. I think I combined those. Struck by, against. Get struck by and against. We have a caught in. I also have a caught in. Slip, trip, and fall. They have a slip, trip, and fall. Exposure to harmful agents. Temperature extremes, that falls in there. And they got exposure to chemicals. So do I on another one. Exposure to sharps. They've got needle stick separated. Do they have lacerations? Separate than that? Cut, puncture, scrape. So they separated out needle stick from that. And then vehicular. They've got motor vehicle. They have a miscellaneous. Violent, attack, animal or human. They've got combative. But do they also have violence? No, just combative. Okay. But then they have animal, insect, separate. So they separated that one. And then patient-related overexertion, that's the resident patient handling. Material handling would be in the other one. So you see what they did is they just kind of split a few of these. That's fine. I don't see any value in us trying to recombine this. I think this is good enough. But I think it was good to compare them. That there's a few more, but yeah, maybe some of these deserve their own, isolate. The idea being that we would be using the same sort of analysis technique for these causes that we combined, that there'd be a similar approach to things. And so we'll leave these as is. We're not going to do that. So I'm going to do one more video in which I'm going to kind of summarize everything that's here, kind of show you what I expect for the submission. Maybe I'll try to explain things a little bit more and explain where things are going for next week. But now we're actually here getting near the end of the third week. We're getting really close to the point we're just going to be sorting it a little bit more, combining the cause and where things are happening, whether it's class code or jurisdiction or a location number, and trying to come up with a good way that represents where we should focus, and then trending it to figure out what things are increasing, decreasing, or not either. Okay, there we go.